So we were talking about Josephine Baker yesterday as part of the Harlem Renaissance, and I wanted to show one of her most famous dances, the banana dance. And I learned not too long ago, I think she was one of the lovers of Frida Kahlo, actually. Frida Kahlo, queer icon, Josephine Baker, queer icons, both of them. Before, I don't think I made that up, but let me double check. Yeah, bisexual icons. Frida Kahlo, gender bending icon. Do they have any pictures together? They sure do. I think this is with Georgia O'Keeffe. Frida Kahlo had many lovers, and so did Josephine Baker. Look at this. Look at this picture. So dapper in her suit. Incredible. Romanced Josephine Baker and Shavila Vargas. Is that Shavila Vargas? Ooh, do we get to see some of it? Linton, stop. Okay, everyone, behold. This is so good. I'm so excited. You're creating some cool stuff, and with like having it mean something too. Like, great work. I'm proud of you. Thank you for sharing. And if you are interested in continuing sharing throughout the process, I will not complain. I love showing people's incredible art. I want to be able to get to a point with streaming of like having enough income from this where I can compensate people with the art that they share. Now I can use this to get any angle I need for a street scene. Oh, amazing. Very thorough. I love it. Okay, so as a transition into Culture Corner, because that, I guess, is also culture, talking about Bill Robinson, um, because same, transing into more of the heart of Culture Corner, or at least what I've planned for Culture Corner, from the band book club into this more officially. Let's watch this by Josephine Baker. Oh, by the way, this is the channel Dwan. You see her up here.
A hand-tinted version of the famous banana dance recently came to light in America. It was probably shown to cinema goers as a short film before the main feature.
And there she comes rushing in. I'm gonna turn off the captions just so we can see her better. Now I just need a hospital, supermarket, park. Wow, I mean, you've already done so much.
Censors saw to it that Josephine was dressed rather more modestly than she was for Paris audiences, but the setting is exactly the same. This is Josephine Baker on the stage of the Folies Bergère at a moment of music hall history.
Yep, that's part of her banana dance. That's like one of her most famous looks that she wore. There are so many people that are inspired by Josephine Baker. The girlies, the show girlies, the they thems, the queers. Um there's one look in particular by this drag queen, Fiercelicious. Is that how you spell it? This is one of her, actually, she doesn't have the banana one, but this is one of her Josephine Baker looks, if you can see. Stunning. Lovely. Fiercelicious also looks like a Bratz doll, which I love. Clearly. Bratz. Okay. So, I did want to show this video of Voice of Bachaprat. We have been listening to more of their music. I mean, I have in my free time, but on the stream, we've been listening to their music. They recently performed in Copenhagen, Copenhell, as the Danes would say. And this is part of their set that I wanted to react to. They have a rabid fan base, I have to say. And they are extremely loyal because their music has so much substance. Not only is it technically, like their technical skill is just out of this world, it just is insane. They also are incredible performers, such magnetic performers, and they have so much substance to like the things that they're talking about in their music, of defying a lot of like conservative standards for women in Indonesia, and they just are so wildly talented that I want to keep showing their stuff. This is by Digital Video Festival. This just very recently happened. And this crowd isn't nearly as like hyped as what some of their other crowds are, especially in Indonesia where they're like moshing and stuff. But especially like Danes are not known to be very extroverted in general. We'll see as the set gets along, as they've had more alcohol, if that increases. Look, they're so talented. They're styling too. The best instrumentalist I've seen? I know. Exactly. Yeah, this crowd is not nearly as hyped as what they should be. Like, I don't think they understand what they're witnessing. So, shame on them. This is also very Danish to be, like, laid back in this way. So, calling that out as well. Like, even doing this is a lot for some Danes. And they have levels to their songs. This is something we'll be talking about for our voice lesson today, having variation and levels to a song and within singing, that there's musicality that you can have techniques for of actually like making it so there's interest in sound. And even though the crowd is not that hyped, they still are performing like in a way that is engaging. The crowd took Xanax instead of ecstasy. I know. Yeah, exactly. It is also just like so Danish, and it seems like they're probably like one of the more like opening acts because they were playing. There were a lot of big names at this festival. Like I think they had like Metallica and I don't know, some other people. Look at this. With the crowd finally going, woo, she's like, yeah, thank you. Give us something. So we're getting a lot of different angles from this. The audio is kind of all over the place. This is not like a professional like filming of the set. Yeah, the drummer as well. Like they're all so good. Apparently the festival is called Copenhell. Oh, now we have some moshers going. The beer's kicking in. That's what's happening. Damn. Like not missing any notes. We're getting some different angles from some of the same songs we've been hearing. Glad we're getting some of these solos though. This is where the crowd should be like going crazy. Oh, they're clapping now. I mean, kind of offbeat. Oh, there we go. Oh. rimelig siger en indosiske piraspiller sig metal. That's Danish. Someone's crowd surfing. I've never had the desire to crowd surf. Like, thank you, I don't want my stuff stolen and also to be groped everywhere. And also dropped on my head. That happens a lot. Oh. They all have their hands up. A little bit ago we were talking about music, or I guess maybe it was just last Culture Corner, of like the balance of nostalgia, of synthesizing sound in a way that sounds familiar so people actually like can latch on to it in a way, but doing it in a new way. I think they exhibit this phenomenon really well. So I'm not a corrupter, I'm not the enemy. I just wanna sing a song to show myself. So playing some music the audience is a little more familiar with. We'll have to watch another one of their sets sometime where they have a better crowd. So we're getting a lot of the same section of this song. Okay, that ended abruptly. I did want to show, let's see. Someone mentioned on a video that I was reacting to the voice of Bachaprat. I'm gonna find this on YouTube real quick. What? Will this let me show it? Okay, I don't know why it's acting weird. Let me try this instead. I'm gonna go into the back end. Okay. This is part of the back end of YouTube. So this is when we had Culture Corner last week. Someone commented about reacting to more VOB. Bona Palma, the director of the music video, because I said in it that I was like, oh, I wonder who directed this. So Copenhell, that was one that someone referenced. The visual concept behind the music video was inspired by the symbolic meaning of the samsara circle. The circle of life describes never-ending cycles of values, challenges, stigmas, and stereotypes that the band members have experienced, just because they are unique and different. Marcia, singer, guitarist, leader, has been called an expert of hell, Satan's slave, and a woman of the end times by various self-proclaimed pillars of morality. So yeah, they're like going against what is considered like expected of them, and it's very cool. It's like this is what rock is. It's about anti-establishment, pushing back against these power structures. They also said this song was released on the 76th anniversary of Indonesian independence, August 17th, 2021. The VOB, so that was the God Please Let Me Play Music, which was that last song that they were playing. The music video that we watched last week. The VOB members' practice spaces from the beginning were always lined with radical books: the role of the Communist Party in Indonesia independence, Che, the genocide of alleged communist supporters that led to government overthrow, 1965 to 1966, Buru Island political prisoner camp, 1998 riots that brought regime change, women's empowerment, etc. They are avid readers and are strong advocates of literacy and learning, which is very cool. It's like how we have said in the past and continue to say that the most meaningful art, or at least to me, the finest art, is when it is technically good, it's surprising, it's doing new things, but also has a larger message. Veering slightly away from that sentiment, I did want to play a song that especially with all of the bullshit happening, things that can lead to a lot of despair. I wanted to share a song that I would listen to when I was younger, that I would like play on repeat, whether I was like in a good mood or a sad mood. It applies the concept of not having many parts of it that resolve, so like chords that resolve. And when musicians do this, it can create this feeling of longing and also like desire of some sort. And so this is an older song. This is by the band Beirut. I don't believe, like, I tried looking this up earlier today. I don't believe any of the members are from Lebanon or Beirut, but there are some people who know and study Balkan music. So I call this, like, I don't know what all of their heritage is, but at the risk of being offensive, I call this when there are people who are not necessarily like from a place, especially like back in like the indie times, like for millennials, there were many bands that did this where I would call it like Euro baiting, where they're like from the US, but they wanted to like sing in a way that made it sound like they had accents, but they didn't. So that's kind of what's happening here. But there are a number of inspirations that are from Balkan music, also from mariachi music. So I want to share this if this provides any sort of comfort. Music is a great way that I find this, especially in trying times. So this is older. When did this come out? 19 years ago. Wow. That makes me feel old. Oh, thank you for sharing, Linton. Oh, who is the person? I saved their that video that you sent. Was it Sereen that you said she was Palestinian Australian? And then I had to restart my laptop because it was freaking out and it didn't save it. If you could resend that as well, that would be great. I also like choreographed a song. I choreographed a dance to this when I was teaching dance. Sereen, thank you. Okay, I'll stop. I'll let this keep going and stop interrupting. But I've never looked up the lyrics to this. I don't know if this will ruin the song for me. So this is the first time I'm doing this. Oh, thank you for sharing.
If I was young, I'd flee this town. I've buried my dreams.
Okay, already the captions are way off from what I'm seeing. If park was your night. No. If I was young, I'd flee this town, I'd burn my dreams underground. As did I. We drink to die, we drink tonight. Far from home, elephant guns. Let's take them down one by one. We'll lay it down. It's not been found. It's not around. So even though they are not necessarily from the Lebanon area, they're called Beirut and are not from what I've seen with like some interviews, they are familiar with more of the conflict happening there. Conflict, which really just means there is a lot of violence that is happening to the people of Lebanon, especially when it comes from the Israeli state and their violent policies and colonial expansionist violence that is an extension of what is happening to the people of Palestine. So they're talking about like actually taking what's happening and like taking them down one by one, of like making the best of a situation. Let the seasons begin, it rolls right on, of like time just keeps going, and like what can we really do but like be human and to like keep dancing. That's what they'll show in the music video. There's a lot of dancing that is really great. But yeah, it rips through the silence of our camp at night. It rips through the night, all night, all night. It rips through the silence of our camp at night. Okay, so the lyrics are basically what I thought they were, but I had just been kind of guessing until this point, and they have not disappointed me. Actually, something that is more meaningful, like talking about playing music through all of the violence happening to people.
Underground, as did I. We drink to die, we drink tonight. Far from home, elephant guns, let's take them down one by one. We'll lay it down. It's not.
This was the height of like hipsters, as you can tell. The suspenders, like the handlebar mustache and long hair. But also, this was like growing up a very sheltered Mormon life. This was like one of the first depictions of seeing more like physical intimacy. I mean, it doesn't get like super steamy, but not like there's anything wrong with that anyway. But that is like more like joyful and like celebratory even, because especially with how like sexual relationships they're talked about within Mormonism, many other religions, I know that it's like, oh, this is sacred, and it's almost like a scary thing, especially witnessing something like this, like, oh no, this is bad to be looking at. But like this was really good for me to see growing up, of like, oh, this can be like a really great experience for people that's like full of joy, not just like, oh, this has to be like a very religious thing. Seeing some people on leashes. I didn't develop a pet plate pink for no reason. This part here, this is special effects. It's indicative of a time. Just makes me want to do this. And also the cymbals, it sounds like waves crashing. Yeah, heavy on the brass. I love the partnering with the dancing too. There's like so much whimsy. Which, like, in the face of such absurd, nonsensical, like, violence. Whimsy and like embracing absurdity in its own right can be resistance. This is a part I never knew what he said. I just want to point out here, also like the whimsy of like them wearing elephant noses, of like taking the piss essentially out of like elephant guns, of like, okay, so there is like literal like warfare happening around us, like two people, like what can we do? But like we can resist, but how do we keep resisting is through having celebratory moments that embraces our humanity. I want to point out here, rewatching this, I was like, this feels so much more intimate than more music videos that I've seen of late. And I'm like, this is because it was I'm gonna sound so boomer here. If this was a depiction of a party nowadays, people would be on their phones, of like, that's just like part of the scenery essentially. And no one is on their phones here, where it's like there's this communal gathering of people like having an exchange with one another. That is just like so healing to my Luddite heart. 4AD, they had a lot of indie artists that I listened to. Okay. Yes, let's watch this. Linton. Yay, thank you for finding this and for sharing. I thought I was spelling her name wrong, but then I realized that like there were a lot of Sereens that were popping up in the algorithm, and I wasn't able to find her, so thank you. That did not go where I thought it was. Ooh, I love being surprised.
Take me back to the good days where a pack of Lays was beshilling. Now I got bills to pay and my whole paycheck is gone in a minute. You won't get it, you got thick bullets. I got told letters in my pocket. Road rage about to have me telling me to pay, or they'll pay me a visit. Take me back to the good days where we lived like birds in the village. Uncle smoking cigarettes, cutting up some pomegranates. Next minute, they're bringing in baskets of it. Cause of that one time you mentioned,
I'm gonna look up the lyrics for this too.
don't ever break a spirit. Nah, caffeine and smoke, stimulants and broke. It's what keeps the system afloat. It's making me slow, it's still in my soul. I'm sick of pretending this is a life in the West we're living. I'd rather be struggling for bloody than be ass kissing and counting digits. The fruit tastes like chemicals, the rent price diabolical.
Ooh, I like that change up.
Everyday life makes me critical. The fruit tastes like chemicals, the rent price diabolical. Can't help but be political. This shit about make me مش هدنة هدنة خد لك شوف هالصدفة ما حدش ضل في غزة صواريخ نازلة بتضربهن هدنة هدنة هياتني بالغربة عايشين 5 بغرفة خد لك شوف هالصدفة I love to romanticize how different life could have turned out. What if we, like the seeds in the holy ground, had a chance to be free, grow up, be safe and sound? What if we lived in tribes? What if modern age was a thing of olden times? What if basic needs weren't hard to find? What if bombs were never strikes? What if I stayed home? What if I never got that phone call? Another cousin has lost his life, now his wife raises a kid alone. I had to find out from an IG post. حشروا حالهم زي الشيطان بيحكوا عنا شعب جبار سامعين عنا قلب الأخبار هدنة هدنة خد لك شوف هالصدفة ما حدش طل في الضفة صواريخ نزلت تضربهن هدنة هدنة حياتني بالغربة
Going back to like an older, like early 2000s club beat. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Incredible.